and welcome to today's Brilliant Creatures. I'm Stephen.
I'm Gail, and let's have a look at what's coming up on today's show. What kind of animals do you think these two brilliant creatures are? Find out if you're right in a few moments.
Find out how I got on catching a 2-metre alligator in the second of our American films.
And in Do It Yourself, we'll show you how to become a Who's Who detective and find out if any of these brilliant creatures are living near you. All this and more in today's show.
Meet Rachel and Robbie, two very brilliant and very inquisitive creatures.
But what kind of creatures do you think they are? Well, I bet there's a few of you that are saying raccoons, and I wouldn't blame you because they do look just like raccoons, don't they? In fact, if you compare Rachel's face to the face of the raccoon, look at that, they're so similar, and they've even got that lovely black stripe across their eyes, just like a mask.
Well, you may think they're raccoons, but trust me, they're not. In fact, these are wild dogs.
But because they look so much like raccoons, they're called raccoon dogs.
Now, being wild dogs, you may think they'd act like other wild dogs, like foxes and wolves, for example, but these raccoon dogs couldn't act more differently. They actually hibernate. When it gets cold in the autumn, they eat as much food as possible and then go underground and sleep for half the winter. Now, that's not very dog-like, is it?
But that's not where the strange behaviour ends either, because these raccoon dogs love climbing trees. What they do is they wrap their short front paws around the tree and then they use their strong hind legs to push themselves up. And also, when they're up the tree, if they see a bird up there, they'll even try and catch it to eat it.
In fact, they'll eat almost anything, including, have a look at this, seafood. You see, in the wild, raccoon dogs will live near rivers and lakes so they can catch fish with their paws.
Now, another way that they're like raccoons is the way that they've moved into towns and cities and live side by side with human beings. So not only do they look like raccoons, but by hibernating, climbing trees, catching fish and living in towns and cities, they also behave a lot more like raccoons than they do dogs.
So this is why you'd be forgiven for thinking that the raccoon and the raccoon dog were virtually the same brilliant creature. But in the wild, they live on totally opposite sides of the world. The raccoon dog you'd find in countries like Japan and China, whereas the raccoon you'd find on the opposite side of the world in North America.
The very brilliant but very confusing raccoon dog. It might be a dog, but it's much better at being a raccoon.
For this series of brilliant creatures, Gail and I were lucky enough to spend a week in America meeting brilliant creatures we just don't get to see in the wild over here. Now, last time you may remember, I had to spend a day with a guy called Todd Hardwick, whose job is to actually catch wild animals trapped in people's houses and gardens. Now, he challenged me to catch a possum, and no sooner had I caught it and we released it back into the wild, he then got a call to catch an even more dangerous brilliant creature. Have a look at this. Todd has had a call from someone who has an alligator in their garden, and it's his job to actually catch the alligator. And today, I've got to help him out. I'm not looking forward to it.
Better take that. You call about an alligator?
I'm glad you're here.
See him over there at the edge of that patio? Uh-oh, he's trying to make a move. Uh-oh, he's coming this way. Come on, partner. Come on, I need your help over here. Come on. Come on, come on, I'll show you what we're gonna do. He's not a fake alligator, is he?
No, he's not.
I'm gonna try to move him out here onto the open where we can get to him. What we don't want is to have him go in the pool. That would be bad.
Yeah.
You better move.
Don't let him get in the pool. Stop him. Don't let him get in the pool.
Todd, how are we going to get him, seriously?
We're going to have to grab him, and we're going to have to tape his powerful jaws shut.
You're too relaxed, Todd. I don't know why.
I could use some help over here.
What?
I could use some help. Don't let him get in the pool.
I don't know what he expects
Don't let him get in the water.
Okay.
Cut him off. Oh, that's not good at all. This is extremely dangerous.
Yeah.
This is a bigger alligator than I would like you to be working with for your first time.
Right.
Let's take our time. Walk on around there and reach in with your noose and see if you can get that over his head.
How do I pull this in, Todd?
You pull back here, straight back.
Okay. Can he get out of the water from there?
He can come hurtling up. Let's follow him. Hopefully he's heading for the shallow end. Get that loop over him.
Shall I try?
Try.
Oh, boy. I've got it. Oh, no, I haven't. Oh, that's so near. Oh. Have you got him?
Okay, this is the most dangerous time. Bring
Okay.
him out of the water.
Right.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right.
Oh, boy.
Decision time.
Yeah.
Who's getting on his back?
Are you serious?
Well, one of us has to.
Will he kick? Will he...
It'll kick, buck, eat, smack, claw.
What's the easiest thing to do?
Nothing about this is easy.
Okay, well, I'll hold him.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, then
No,
you're going
seriously.
to need the tape.
Todd, get on it quick.
Because you're going to have
I'm not going to be able to do his mouth.
You're going to have to. You
Go
ready?
on. Quick.
Okay, come tape, quick.
Okay.
Wrap around and around and around. When you think you have enough, go 2 more times.
Okay. Have
Right?
you definitely got him?
Put it, just tape.
Oh, look at his...
Around, come on, let's go, fast.
Okay, hang on.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
So now what?
We're gonna carry him to the truck. Now, when we pick him up, we
Yeah.
have to hold him firmly, because if he thrashes, he could hurt us.
Say if he starts to move, Todd.
But you'll be fine, I'm right here.
Can his claws touch me? Do I just scoop him underneath?
Right underneath.
Say if he does start to move. Okay, you hold that end.
I'm holding this end.
It's just like a... Okay, come on. Let's
Ready?
just do it. Let's just
Go.
do it. I'll just touch him here.
There,
Could you
pick him up.
put your hand on him first? You put your hand on him first, and I'll go under. That's it.
Grab him, let's go.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on, get up.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, just rub it in and grab him. There you go.
Oh no. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Watch out for the pool.
Oh, he's moving. Oh boy.
You can have a job with me any day.
Okay. I cannot explain how I'm feeling at this moment, and if you could feel my heart, I know I say that a lot on Brilliant Creatures, but this beats anything.
This is the part of the show where we take a look at creatures that are not only brilliant, but totally deadly to humans.
Today's brilliant but deadly creature is so deadly, one sting will kill you in just 2 hours.
There's no anti-venom available. If you get stung, you're just gonna have to sit back and pray you don't die.
The fat-tailed scorpion. Number 5 in our top 5 deadly creature countdown.
This creature's ancestors were around before the dinosaurs.
Amazingly, scorpions have remained unchanged for over 400 million years, and they've developed one of the most deadly venoms known to mankind.
The venom is stored in glands in the tail, hence the name fat-tailed scorpion. There's a dagger-like needle on the end of the tail, which it uses to inject the venom. One hit is enough to kill.
Now, hopefully, if we use our specially designed camera, we should be able to see that dagger. Let's see if we can have a look at it. There you go, look, you can see the dagger.
Ooh,
It's disgusting, isn't it?
it's nasty.
That would have no problem in piercing our skin.
Now see those pincers at the front? It uses those to pin down its victim, and then it arches that big fat tail forward and stabs its prey.
Now, the scorpion kills many people each year, but the exact number is still not known.
And this is really creepy. They actually like to live alongside people. They hide in the brickwork of houses, in holes in walls and things. So lots of people actually get killed in and around their own homes.
The sting is incredibly painful.
Severe sickness will definitely follow.
You then won't be able to move a muscle, and breathing will become very difficult. If you can continue breathing, there's a slim chance you may survive.
In our brilliant but deadly top 5 creature countdown, at number 5, it's the fat-tailed scorpion.
Risk zone, central and northern parts of Africa.
Time till death, 2 hours or less.
Treatment, no anti-venom available. With immediate hospital care, some people have recovered.
Number of deaths, exact number impossible to tell.
The brilliant
But extremely deadly fat-tailed scorpion. What do you think wild rabbits like little Esther here have in common with badgers, weasels, rats and water voles?
Well, all of these brilliant creatures live in holes, but who would live in a hole like this? Well, actually, it's the entrance to a fox's den, home to Midnight and her lovely baby here. Now, foxes live all over the country, even in towns and cities, but if you find a hole near you, how do you know which brilliant creature lives in it?
Well, it's really easy. All you need to do is go to the Brilliant Creatures website, and we'll give you the address at the end of the show. When you get there, click on Do It Yourself, And then you'll be given some more options, and you want to click on whose hole, which is right there. And there you'll find a fact sheet which you can print out, and this will help you to identify a rabbit's warren, a fox's den and a badger's set, and you can become a whose hole detective.
Foxes live all over Europe, not just in the countryside. So if you find a hole, maybe underneath your garden shed or in your local park that you think is the entrance to a fox's den, grab your fact sheet that you can get off our website, don't forget, and look for all the telltale clues. Now, the first thing to do is look how big the hole is. Foxes' holes are about 20 to 30 centimetres. Rabbits' holes can be a bit smaller and badgers' holes can be a bit larger. So use the ruler on the edge of your fact sheet and you can measure the hole. Excuse me, Midnight, can I just check that? Yeah. Definitely a fox's hole. The other thing you want to do is look at the heap of earth that the animal has left outside the hole. Now, foxes like Midnight will leave a fan-shaped heap like this one here. But there's one telltale clue that will definitely tell you whose hole it is, and that is poo. Lots of brilliant creatures use poo to mark their territory, and foxes like Midnight are no different. But foxes' poo is particularly interesting because it comes in different colours. Seriously. Foxes that live in towns and cities eat our leftovers, so their poo is a bit like ours. Brown, like this. But foxes that live in the countryside eat mice and rabbits, and the bones they eat actually changes the colour of their poo to white, like that.
Now, the fact sheet will help you to identify whose poo is whose. And if you have a look here, we've got some rabbit droppings here. I'm sure lots of you have seen those before. This one belongs to a badger. Now, if you do think you've found a badger set, whatever you do, don't disturb it. It's actually illegal, but do keep an eye on it and see what animals you can see going in and out. And email us via the website and let us know which brilliant creatures' holes your detective work finds.
So do it yourself and become a whose hole detective. You may well have heard of our next brilliant creature. He's been in the papers and on television. In fact, he's actually become a bit of a celebrity. And after some serious detective work, we've managed to track him down. It's Rodney the duck. Rodney lives at Amerton Farm Wildlife Centre, where he was hand-raised from a duckling. Now, after a short bout of illness, Rodney was off his normal food until he stumbled across something that got his taste buds going again. It was a leftover takeaway.
So now a healthy Rodney likes nothing better for his tea than egg fried rice. Yes, a Chinese takeaway.
Now, we thought this was so brilliant that we're going to put Rodney to the test to see if it's true.
2 tasty plates of food. 1, a plate of nutritious corn. 2, a plate of egg fried rice.
And one hungry champion creature, Rodney the duck.
But is Chinese takeaway really Rodney's favourite snack?
Is he really quackers about fried rice?
And look at that! And you didn't believe us. Rodney the duck really does like egg fried rice.
Now, it doesn't seem normal, does it? So we spoke to our brilliant creatures vet, who said rice actually isn't a problem for ducks because grain is a natural source of their diet. This is unreal.
And the eggs are good as well because in the wild, ducks actually eat eggs. The protein's very good for them. But Rodney, not too many takeaways because like all of us, Rodney needs a good balanced diet.
So Rodney really is a champion creature with a Chinese takeaway chomping special feature. Hey, Rodney, do you need these? Next time on Brilliant Creatures, how to make a home for hedgehogs.
And meet a girl who survived a shark attack.
And we're challenged to milk a camel against the clock.
Well, that's it for today's show.
If you want any information on what you just seen, why don't you check out the Brilliant Creatures website? The address is on your screens now.
And we're going to leave you with some of today's most brilliant creatures, plus some bits you won't have seen. Bye!
See ya!
ZeeKay, bad move.
Don't let him get in the pool! Stop him! Don't let him get in the pool! Oh, that's not good at all.
Rodney, do us a favour, mate. Look at camera 4. This beats anything.